Trying to give y'all that dark feel, that late night recording feel. All right, so PlayStation 5 Pro is being reviewed. IGN, which the video is what we're going to check out, put out 2 cents on it. Personally, I don't think that is worth buying. And then also, I kind of want to see what IGN say about it. And then a couple more people is actually starting to get it. So I know the gray one sold real good, but it's a limited edition one. So being limited edition, of course, it's going to sell good. So yeah, let's get into the video. Let's see what they got to say about the PlayStation 5 Pro.
The PlayStation 5 Pro seems like it should be more exciting than it actually is. It's without question the most powerful console you can buy right now, and the enhanced games I've been able to play ahead of launch do look great and run much more smoothly than the standard PS5 can handle thanks to some upgraded hardware and impressive upscaling tech. But it's also completely unsurprising that the faster PS5 is, well, faster, and it's also more expensive. Considering that the original PS5 can still provide enough power to run games competently in 2024, spending $700 means you have to really want the best of the best from your games to make the Pro a worthy investment. Accounting for its price, you'll be disappointed to find that the PS5 Pro does not come with every possible bell and whistle. It does pack in a standard DualSense, but there's no vertical stand included, and if you're the type who has a library of physical games, be ready to shell out an extra $80 for a Blu-ray disc drive to install yourself.
Okay. No disc drive, $80. No vertical stand. The regular PlayStation 5 came with a vertical stand. Why not the PlayStation 5 Pro comes with a vertical stand? Let's see. PS5 Pro. PS5 Pro vertical stand. So you spending $30 for the vertical stand and PS5 Pro disc drive. No, I put How much is this? The original? Is this going to be that one go fit too? So, well, yeah. So 80, bro. That's an extra. Yeah, 80. Well, 100 and 120, 110. I mean, plus tax, about $120.
If you feel like Sony is trying to nickel and dime you on top of the $700 price tag, I'm not going to argue against you. Physically, it's a pretty sleek console relative to the enormous launch PS5, and it largely takes after the design principles of the slim model. The only major difference is that it's taller when standing vertical, which is accounted for by the fins in the middle that create a cross-section on the console. It helps make room for the more robust internal components, but doesn't add much bulk to the existing design. It's also not noticeably louder than the original PS5, so you don't need to worry about it sounding like a jet engine when your games get intense. As far as thermals go, the PS5 Pro runs roughly the same temperature as the base PS5 under load, hovering around 35 to 40 degrees Celsius from the rear exhaust, based on our thermal imaging tests. It's a bit striking how little has changed from the original PS5 on the spec sheet. The Pro comes with a 2TB NVMe SSD, which is twice as large but the same speed as the original super fast storage drive. That addresses one of the main complaints about the launch PS5, which is that 1TB goes very quickly when you're installing games that take upwards of 100GB at a time. For context, an extra 1TB in the form of an aftermarket SSD would run you around $100 if you want the same.
Guys, wait, look, listen. They're gonna try to preload this video. So the second problem is that the PlayStation 5 Pro comes with 2 terabyte. But he said that it runs just as fast as the base PlayStation 5. So the storage runs just as fast. So upgrading the PlayStation 5 to a 2 terabyte, you basically got the same. You not missing anything, bro.
Storage for a base PS5, which sweetens the deal when looking at the price difference between the PS5 and PS5 Pro. The big upgrade though is in the GPU, rated at 16.7 teraflops, which is a sizable jump on paper from the 10.3 teraflops of the original PS5. Sony says the Pro packs 67% more compute units and onboard memory that's 28% faster, resulting in up to 45% better performance. Without context, those numbers don't really mean much, but
that doesn't 45% more, 45% better than the regular PlayStation 5.
Details in my testing prove that they amount to a lot more than empty marketing promises. The important feature that these upgraded specs support specifically is PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, or PSSR. Much like Nvidia's DLSS, this is Sony and AMD's AI-driven upscaling technology that uses machine learning to construct images that can appear with a quality close to full 4K resolution without having to stress the system's hardware to generate that detail through raw processing power. Granted, it won't be exactly the same as native 4K since it's scaling from a lower base resolution, but it doesn't have to since you're not going to be putting it side by side.
See, look, okay. Look. This is what I don't like, okay. So, this is what The Last of Us. Okay. Alright, hold up. This is what I don't like. That's what I don't like. That's what I don't like right now. The Last of Us, the game. Okay. So, The Last of Us Part 1, PlayStation 5. Yeah, okay, here we go. All right. So, The Last of Us 2013, The Last of Us Left Behind 2014, The Last of Us Remastered 2014, The Last of Us 2020. Part 2, and The Last of Us Part 1. So what it looks like, I feel like in this video right here, I think they planned the PlayStation 4 version on a PS5 so they selling us that the PlayStation 5 Pro looks way better. But guys, this is The Last of Us. Who cares about this game, bro? Who's still playing this game? Y'all, bro, you heard how many you heard how many Last of Us games I just named? Who's still playing this?
Side with the real thing, and the vast majority of people aren't going to be able to tell the difference in most cases, especially while they're enjoying the higher frame rates and visual effects this technique allows. It's nice to see Sony is moving away from chasing raw computing power as the end-all be-all of console tech, and as upscaling continues to advance, so too will its implementation in games. As you'll see in our performance breakdown, PSSR is one of the major keys in creating parity between quality and performance options. It also opens the door for games to explore ray tracing techniques to a greater extent, although mileage will vary based on every game's PS5 Pro specific
Get the rugged Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days.
Of course we get hit with
Honda was named
The PS5 Pro's tech gives developers room to be experimental in pushing boundaries, especially with ray tracing because it packs enough power to hit higher frame rates without sacrificing as much graphical fidelity. There's still some level of compromise to be made though, so if you were hoping that the Pro would take out all the FOMO stress out of selecting between 60 FPS performance or 30 FPS fidelity modes, well, in some games now there are even more modes to choose from. Alternatively, if you love having that control over how your games run, that's great news. In my experience though, the visual gap between these modes is much smaller than it is on a base PS5, often making the Pro's performance-centric modes the clear choice. Let's start with a marquee PlayStation first-party game, Marvel's Spider-Man 2. On PS5 Pro, you get to choose between Fidelity Pro and Performance Pro modes. The latter offers visual quality that's identical to the base PS5's Fidelity mode, with all the original ray tracing features intact while maintaining a smooth 60 FPS. Effectively, the best of both worlds when compared to the PS5's modes. However, with the Fidelity Pro option, Insomniac cranked the knobs even further, putting features like ray-traced ambient occlusion, keylight shadows, and further improved reflections on the table. But all those upgrades come at the cost again of being chained down to 30 FPS.
Man, guys, don't buy this thing. Oh, man, don't buy this, bro. Bro, they clearly trying to sell us something that is no different than the regular PlayStation. And also, the reason why our PlayStation 5 is not performing how it's supposed to perform is because they still making video games for the PlayStation 4. If we just cut off making games for the PlayStation 4, then every game would be a new gen game. But with them not doing that, then the graphics and all the stuff that we're getting for the PlayStation 5 gonna look worse than the PlayStation 5 Pro, because if you look at it, the PlayStation 5 Pro is against the PlayStation 4, because the PlayStation 5 is basically PlayStation 4 games because they constantly making games for the PlayStation 4. So we just cut out the PlayStation 4 like we're supposed to, like years ago, we will all be on the same frame rate, the same everything. Guys, do not buy this thing, bro. $820 for what? For nothing, bro. For nothing. Like, bro, it's no, bro. This is no different. This is no different. You literally making this look. You making this PlayStation 5 Performance one look blurry, bro. This is two different angles, and it looks like you took the picture with motion blur on. Bro, come on, man. You selling, bro. Y'all guys selling this thing. Y'all selling this, bro. It's no, man. To get better trees, you gonna be paying $800 to get better trees and FBI to look a little bolder. No, bro. No. Guys, come on, man. Look at right game.
Performance to a much more playable state.
Bro, please tell me. Please tell me. Why am I buying the PlayStation 5 Pro? To get this look more like wood? Huh? Bro, you can't, man. No.
By using PSSR, the Pro is able to put out noticeably higher and more consistent frame rates than the base console can, whether you choose to prioritize performance or graphics, which enables ray tracing too. Though it's not without noticeable drops in busy areas. It's a powerful console, but it's not magic.
No, it's definitely not magic. And also, was make it even more crazier is that this is the longest, and y'all can disagree, but I feel like this is like the longest that they actually constantly creating PlayStation 4 games since the new gen done came out. Because the last thing I remember, like once the PlayStation 4 came out, the PlayStation 3 was done, bro. Like you literally just had to put your PlayStation 3 up, throw it away. It was over. Like you wasn't going to play nothing multiplayer from the PlayStation 3 to the PlayStation 4. Like it was a complete disconnect. But now, for some reason, we are dragging along this PlayStation 4. We got to let it go. Because if we don't let it go, then they're going to be trying to sell us on stuff that doesn't make any sense. Why am I spending another $800+ on a PlayStation 5 Pro that is no different than the base PlayStation 5? I can upgrade my terabytes. I have the disk drive. You gonna buy a PlayStation 4 Pro without The vertical stand, we done see how much the vertical stand costs. The vertical stand is $30, and the disc drive is $80. You spending another $115 for accessories already, and that's not getting another controller. That's not getting the games, PlayStation Plus. Like, bro, why? Now, granted, if you don't have a PlayStation 5 now, but if you don't have a like at least a 4K monitor, bro, is no reason for you to go and get the PlayStation 5 Pro. Because if the PlayStation 5 itself goes down on price, that's the best option. Because it's no different, bro. It is no different. It is no different. The Slim is real good. Now, the PlayStation 5, granted, the regular PlayStation 5 is bulky. And the Slim version is a little bit better. But that where I stop at. Getting this PlayStation 5 Pro is for YouTubers, bro. Like it's for people that just want to have the new tech, I guess. But if you already have PlayStation 5, don't get this, bro. I'm not going to continue with this because I'm not sold on this, bro. Like this is fake. This is fake, bro. Look, pausing it. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It is no different. It's no different, bro. You cannot tell me that, oh, the grass looks better on the PlayStation 5 Pro than the grass on the PlayStation 5. Why do I care about the grass? Do not buy the PlayStation 5 Pro, guys. Please. I'm not finna watching this, bro. That's crazy. What this world going to do? Well, I don't know what we're going to do, bro. Xbox, I hate y'all. That's all I'm gonna say. I hate y'all. And PlayStation 4, I hate y'all too. I just don't like it. Don't buy this. Don't do it.